Hi guys, it's Rachel here. So I have a new idea. I wanted to challenge myself, and then I was looking around on YouTube for other people's challenges. I did the 3 and 30, I think it was last year. And then Tina does the mass making challenge, and I've done a little bit of that before. So I just thought maybe I'd make up my own challenge to challenge myself, and I'll do one video a week. I don't know whether I'll get to the 52 weeks, but I might do it for 52 weeks. I might only do it for 30 weeks. We'll just see how we go. So I'm not going to call it a 52-week challenge. I'm just going to call it a Roxy's weekly challenge is what it's going to be called. So that's it there. And basically it's going to be how many things can I make in 45 minutes. Now I got to this number because I looked at, my videos are normally between, let's say, 30 minutes and an hour, probably more likely 40 minutes to an hour. So I thought 45 minutes is a good number for me. I'm not going to be stressed. It's not like I just around 45 minutes, I'm going to say I'm done. And they're going to be completed things. They need to be completed things. So it's not going to be like mass making like Tina's, where she would make a mass of things and then decorate one at the end. These are going to be complete. They need to be completed things. But that will then go in my pre-preparation box, for when I make journals. Obviously I only going to be doing one of these videos a week, so if I do tags 1 week, they might be used up a few weeks later, because I might have made some journals or something like that. But it's really just a challenge to get me a little bit organized and know what I'm doing. I think the biggest part of this challenge is me being organized and not winging it for once in my life. Well, part of it will be winging it. So yeah, how many can I make in 45 minutes? And that means completed things, in the sense, not the stitching on the sewing machine, but decorated. And I'm going to call it hashtag Roxy's weekly challenge. So the videos will come up on Monday, even though this video is coming up on Friday. Well, you'll get one on Monday as well, because I'm late, because I'm always late to the party. Yeah, so if anyone wants to participate, please do. And if you have to change anything, change it. There's not going to be any Roxy police out there. No Roxy police allowed. So if someone wants to make something else, they can. The challenge is really like getting as many made, finished in 45 minutes. Okay, so this one, the first week is going to be book page tags. Now these tags, I've written down about 30 ideas, and they're all going to be normal ideas that I normally do in my videos and make. There might be some new things, although I might show new things if I get a new inspiration. I might make those more in separate videos, because they still are going to have my other videos going up as well. So it's not just going to be these videos. So these are all decorated, these pages. So what I might do, I'm not starting yet. I do have my my timer. I've got my iPad here just so I can keep track of time, because I do lose track of time, as you know. But I'm just going to grab out some old book pages. Now, when I say I want to make these tags with the book pages, I'm not making them just using the old book pages as my base. I'm going to be making them that you'll be able to see the old book page. And I put some of them in my friend's journal. So, and I really did like them. So, excuse me, I'm just grabbing my precious box here that has my old really yummy book pages that I don't like to cover them up necessarily. So I just need to grab a few out, because they'll be able, I want to be able to see them. So we'll just grab some. So what you'll need for this is some really nice old book pages, like in my book page bundles, you get a variety of these. You get 2 of each. I usually take them out of, people ask me how many, I don't count them, but they're normally, usually take out, can even use music paper. I usually take out two, when I say double pages, I mean 2 pages like this from each book set. Sometimes they're torn, so then there'll be, so that's 1, 2. Then there'll be 4 if they're separated from the same book. And I usually take them from 16 to 18 books. And some are really big because they might be from the Florentine Gazette that I have that's huge. And yeah, and they're all different sizes. Okay. So these are my book pages, and these are going to be the basis for my tags. And you'll also need to, if you want to, but this is the look that I'm going for, print on vellum. So printed botanicals on vellum is what you might need. Excuse me, here's another book page in my way. I did pull out my bits and pieces that I had left over. So these are left over from the 100-day project here. I've got a bit of writing as well. And then these are what I used in my friend's journal. This is what I've got left over. So I figured I might use those in these book page tags. Okay, so you'll need to print on vellum. You don't have to if you don't have vellum. Just fussy cut out some flowers from a book or from a printable, and use those. You don't, if you have a cheeky Epson printer that doesn't like printing vellum or tracing paper, not tissue paper, then just use fussy cut flowers from a book. But I would fussy cut them because my goal is not to cover up. See, that is just so yummy to me. I don't want to cover up this. Okay, I want some of this showing. Or you could stamp on it as well. Okay, so let's get cracking. I'll put my timer on. And hopefully I've pulled out enough pages. I'll move that out of the way. So I hope you enjoy this idea. Oh, I went to all that trouble. I've got these lovely things as well. This is an old dictionary. It was from the 1800s. I don't know when, but I can use that as well. So what I want to do, I mean, this is obviously flimsy. I need to put it on a stronger base. So I'm just going to grab this is my blue book page at the moment, and I'll need a few of these to make it strong. So I might do 2. So to be fast, what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to, I don't want that in there, but I'm not even going to take them out of the book. I'm just going to glue them together like so. Glue them fairly well because you don't want to have air pockets. Well, you might get a few air pockets. It's kind of hard to cover it completely. I think I'll do 2. I think 2 is going to be enough because then I'll have a backing on there as well. So I'll spend a little bit of time right now just preparing a few bases, and then I'll decorate them. And then if I've got more time, I'll prepare another base and then decorate those. So let's just, that wasn't very straight, but it doesn't really matter. Put them aside. I'm going to prepare a few. Goodness knows, I can't even remember what book it was. It must have had a nice cover for me to have bought it, or maybe someone gave it to me and I used the cover. It's not that old. It looks like it's from sometime in the later 1900s, I would say. Maybe 1970s or something like that. So I glue those 2 together. So I'm creating a bit of a, rather than using up cardstock, because, the obvious thing is to use up cardstock. I'm going to use this paper. Now, I had another video planned for today, but for today, but I might have to change that, and I'll put that one up the next day. I'll change the programming of it the next day because this one needs to go up. It's going to go up on Friday. No, what's today? Thursday. Is today Wednesday? What day is it today, Lulu? Oh, it's Wednesday today. Okay, good. So this video will go up on Thursday. And I was worrying about doing it because I thought it might interfere with my regular video making, because some things might be repetitive. I don't know. What am I going to do on the other days? Now I'm feeling like I need to be, my whole challenge is going to be not so much the time limit, but because I can do plenty in that time limit, but it's more being organized and knowing what I'm doing. But yes, I was wondering whether it might interfere with my other videoing. I don't know. I'll do one more. So we've got 5, and then we'll start gluing on. Oh, that's the wind. I was wondering what that noise was. But I do have a few things I want to do. And I still need to build up the courage. I haven't been on to any of my courses yet because Steffi's still home and he's working on the computer all day. So I'll have to watch my... Well, I guess I could watch them on the iPad, but the iPad's always running out of battery. So, because we watch it, you know, Steph watches it before he goes to sleep. He watches stuff on Netflix and things in bed on the iPad. And so it's always... not doing so well, the iPad. So I could watch my courses on the iPad, but I tend to watch them on the computer. Then it would require me to remember my passwords, whereas in the computer it just sort of opens up. So I'm just tearing this down. I know those are yummy bits, the edges, but I don't want my tag to be that big. And so, and I'll just tear that one off as well. And I'm going to glue this, because this is, you're going to be able to see this. This is not going to be totally covered up. I'm going to glue that on there. And that is going to be 1. So it's good way to stash bust as well, doing this sort of challenge. And I don't know why. I mean, I only tore it with my decal edge ruler because it tears really well. It's actually better than the metal ones. But I might be trimming this down with my cutter. Those are the noise. If you can hear those kids, those are the noisy kids upstairs. Well, at least they're going outside and not making noise here. So that's one, and I might glue this one on. This one will fit there as well, and then I'll trim it down. Which side do I like best? That side, or I think I like that side. So we'll glue that one on there. So it's a bit of a process for me. I won't cut those down. I'll glue them all first and then I'll do my cutting. So I pull my cutter out once. So that's that one. And I have no idea what they're going to end up looking like. I can't even remember what I did because those videos that I had for my friend, I did quite some time. I could just glue that whole thing on there and then cut out 2 tags where the writing is. How about that? Those videos that I did for my friend, put my glue on here. I did them, I waited for her to receive it, but then when she received it, I was in full swing of Christmas. So I didn't publish the videos. They were, I think I did them in November possibly, I can't remember. No, I did them in October actually, because she received I think I shipped it at the beginning of November. So they were pre-recorded, but I wanted to share. There were new things that I did in there. So I wanted to share the video. So I recorded me doing them, but then I had to post them now, sort of thing, if you know what I mean, because we were doing other things. And I didn't like flipping too much from, I did a little bit towards the end, but I didn't like flipping too much from one thing to the other. See, that's glued down there, and that will become fairly stiff, not too stiff. We don't want them to be too bulky. And this one could go on here like that, because that's a big one. And you can have, I'll cut out a bigger tag or 2 sideways tags. So making sure, so someone said, how do I not get air? I do get air pockets sometimes. I don't manage to get my glue, but the way I do kind of manage to not have air pockets is to make sure with the glue stick that I'm gluing in all directions. I just use my card because it's a bit sticky otherwise. So that's that one. And then, see, I probably can get more done. It's only, we're only at, we've still got 37 minutes to go, so. I'm putting all this glue on here. I don't even know what I'm gluing on there. I didn't even check. Just gluing. So the reason why I'm using this paper as my base, like Another way you could do it, like for example, you could glue all of the, like a whole, these are thin, you could glue a whole lot of those together, but I mean they're thin and they're lovely old pages, so that to me that would be a waste. I wouldn't do that. So I might grab, and this is very brittle paper, it's in German, so I'm going to stick that on there. Actually, I've never done it this way before. I'm going to stick that whole page down there, and that will be cut up. Now I wish I prepared more pages. I might prepare a couple more because I like doing this. It's fun. That one's going to glue there. So I'll go on my glue book. This is another very brittle page. So this is a good way, like some, so in the paper packs, obviously there's papers that are quite, you know, they're old and they're all old. But quite often, funnily enough, the super old book pages from the first half of the 1800s, and there's a couple in there from the 1700s. I still have a bit of stash because I really stocked up in February last year. I bought as much as I could. Thank heavens we weren't even really thinking about the you know what at that time, but thank heavens I did, because I would not have. I would have run out. But I mean, obviously there were a few more in there than there are now previously, but there's still some, but just different sizes, not the big pages necessarily, but there's some still really nice pages in the packs, because I did stock up of damaged books that I could put in the paper packs. And also I've emptied out a lot of books because I stocked up on books to use to make journals as well, because I was always worried about running out, but then I wasn't making as many journals as normal. So that one, I'm just going to fold that. No, I'm not. I'm going to trim it off. It's got glue, so I don't want, it's annoying me. So I just trim that off. Okay, so that's that. And I've run out, but I've still got more pages here. So I've still got plenty of time. So I'm going to rip this one off and put glue all over this here. Yeah, I was saying that some of it's like the pages, I seem to find the pages from the second half of the 1800s and even the 1900s, they can be quite brittle sometimes. Not always, but sometimes they can be quite brittle. So it's very interesting to me that the older papers are quite often strong, but apparently they put kind of like rags in them. They were called rag paper. They had bits and pieces of leftover fabrics in there. So this is already still attached here, but I'm going to completely cover it with the super old book page. You're probably thinking, what is she doing? But if you looked at the flip through of my friend's journal, you would have seen some lovely tags, and I think I mentioned in the video, because I rewatched it so I knew what links to put in the description box. I did say that I was going to make those book page tags with you guys. So that's that one, and I think I'll attach one of these because I haven't put any of these on yet, and these are really perfect size. And then I think I'll prepare another one, and that'll be it, because then we better get thinking about the decoration. So that's that. So I'll glue these together. I go around my edge, glue it backwards and forwards in one direction, then backwards and forwards in another direction, and then I'll go that way, but then I'll also go that way. Just helps cover it, you know, put glue on those spots that don't have any glue. If you've left any holes there, and that's where you get your air pocket. Okay, well, so we'll do another one of these, I think. These are very good size. Oh, what about this one? Maybe we'll use this one. Or maybe we'll use this one. This is super nice. This is the 1879. This is actually very nice paper. It's quite strong and very nice paper. So we'll use that one. Put my glue everywhere. And put my glue everywhere for the other book page as well. So I'm going to have a bit of sticky poking out, but that doesn't matter. So put that one there. Okay, and now we're ready for cutting. Right, so we'll move those aside. So you can see they're things that you can make quite quickly. So I just put those aside. I'll probably make some more after the video. And yeah, I would be absolutely thrilled if people joined in. But obviously that's not going to stop me doing it, because I find it's quite a useful thing to do. I quite like doing this sort of stuff, so I will persevere and do it. Doesn't matter. And I know that you know, like it's like going to be like a fairly regular video from me, so I want that to be a little bit narrow. I'm just lining up that edge that I've already cut there. I think I'll cut it down a bit narrow, because I've got to remember it's going to be a tag. It's not a journal card, it's a tag. Trim off the bottom. I didn't mind that edge. That will make it a very big tag. And then I'll put my backing on, and then I'll cut my edges. So we'll do all of our cutting first. I could have backed them. I could have collaged backed them if I wanted to. So they're not a tag shape yet. They've just been trimmed down. I might make that one a bit narrower. Yep, that's going to be good. And you can see how nice they are once they're cut. They do start to become very nice. I'm getting glue all over this. And cut that one down. Slide that one through there and trim it down closer to the writing. I wonder if I'll keep that bit up there. I quite like it. I might. I'll decide. I'll leave that on there. Now this one. First I'm going to trim off. Hopefully it's straight. I can't tell, because the only thing about the super old book pages, this one was really old, this is early 1800s, is that they quite often, when they did them on the printing press, they weren't straight. The writing wasn't printed straight on the piece of paper. There we go. That's going to be a big tag. And we'll trim this one down. It's a bit of a process, so you can have just writing. So I'm going to trim this one down so I've got just writing. And go right across there. That other one's going to be a narrow tag. That's why I didn't worry about that ripped bit there. I don't know what I'll put on it. So quickly cut them down. This one can go like that. Hopefully it's straightish. So I might be able to even get, no, I'll cut them wide. I was thinking I could even get possibly 3 tags out of it, but I didn't want to risk it. And some of the projects I've given myself to do, I might only get one done because it's a longer project. Okay, so we'll trim down this one. Just getting all the sticky bits off first. Good way to use up those book pages, I think. And I'm going to get two smaller tags. I'll get one tag like that and one tag like that, but smaller ones. And you could keep that and make that into a, you know, side tuck or something like that, but I'm just going to throw it over there for now. And all of these strips, I mean, they could be kept and used as the base of if you really want to recycle everything, they could be the base of a belly band. Here I'm interested in keeping particularly the writing. Got one more to cut. You could have fast forwarded. It's a bit late for me telling you now, isn't it? I'll trim that bit off there first. So trim this here. This is going to be a taller tag, so I'll cut that one off first before I cut the other one, because otherwise I'd shorten it. So that's that. Hold it down. Okay, so we've done the chomping for now, and then I need to I need to decorate them, and I also need to back them. Now I just want to see what papers I've got here. Well, first of all, I've got some what is it called, paper bag. So some of them can be backed with paper bag. I hope I've timed this correctly to get them done. Well, they just won't be counted if they're not done. And the good thing with the paper bag to use is your card to iron it out, or a bone folder. And this paper bag in particular had a little bit of a shiny side. So I tried to glue down the shiny side and have the not shiny side on the outside, if that makes any sense. Now, I could leave that, and that could be a flip tag, but we're making tags, so I'm not going to leave that. I will stitch around these, but that's not going to be that's not included, because what I normally do is I make a whole lot and then I stitch around them. So I'm going to do my tag shape. You cut your corner, and if you want it to be similar on the other side, you can flip it over and then you cut the other side. You can cut yourself like one of these and put your corner there and cut it, and the corner there and cut it, but I just do it like that. I find it just as easy. So that one's got its backing on, it's ready to decorate. We'll do this one. What am I going to put on this one? I've got some masking paper. Maybe I'll use that painter's masking paper that was sent to me. Now I can't buy that here in Italy. I have quite a bit of it because I was sent very kindly by a lady called Michelle, a huge roll of it, and then I was also sent this, which is a nice piece, easy to handle. So but you can buy it in the States on Amazon, I think. I don't know about the UK or Australia, but it's painter's masking paper. This has a very nice sort of, it almost looks old. I can't remember who sent me that piece there. It's very much appreciated. So that's that. So as I said, for the decoration for these, they can have, I'll use that on one. That's the shiny side, I think, yes. I'll use it on a big one, I think. It's a nice big piece. For the decorating, or flowers from a book, or printed out flowers, whatever you like, or printed on vellum, or you could stamp. So I don't know if I said one day a week I might, I think I will. I think I'll do the Marguerite challenge. I haven't looked on her website if she has a new one out. I didn't obviously do all of last year. I think I only did about 14 or something. But if she doesn't have one this year, I'll just continue on with last year's, because there were heaps and I didn't get anywhere near finishing them. So I will do hers once a week, because that's fun and it's a good challenge. There'll be, you know, if I come across anything new from someone, or something comes into my mind, I will do those videos. We might make a journal. I don't know. The other videos will be those things, but obviously some of these things will be repeats, because I obviously make them to put in the journals. And that's a bit crooked, but I can't be bothered to get my cutter. Now I am down to 22 minutes, but It doesn't matter, I can still prepare them. And at a certain point, if these aren't all glued onto something, I'll just stop and start decorating them. And that's what I completed in my 45 minutes, not 42 minutes, 45 ding-a-ling, talking to myself, of course. So I've got this, one of my background papers. So I will publish these videos, I think I said that, on Mondays. So Mondays you get my challenge video. Let's glue a few. How about that? This piece is getting a little bit sticky, so I'll just rip it off. I'm going to leave it open just in case I decide to do more. Hopefully I probably could do 52 weeks because then at a certain point I'll be starting to do Christmas, and it'd be quite useful to start Christmas a little bit earlier and get those made. And then there will also be Easter, of course, and that one can go like that. So just fitting it in on my, okay, I'm feeling a bit hungry. Okay, that's there. And do I have anything that will fit there? Not really. So we'll cut those out. It'd be pretty cool if I got all of these made in that time, but I don't know if I will. But this is how you streamline your process. You do all the same thing, all the same thing at once is what you do. Oh, so Steph and I went for a walk the other day. It was very funny. We couldn't stop laughing. Dear sweet man. The old elderly gentleman with the bicycle track in front of him, in front of his house. He was riding around in his little concrete courtyard again. Tiny space. I mean, he was nearly tipping over as he turned to go round in circles. That's how small it is. And we just was thinking, why? Like, you have a whole bicycle track across the road from your house that you could go up and down. There's no fear of people. There's hardly any people walking around. And you're on your bicycle. You can put your mask on. You're not going to get infected. So I think that's just, it's very, he's very cute. Very, very, cute. But it's just funny to see. That's all. It's like the man with the little patch of grass in front of me here. When I look at the house here, it is the tiniest patch of grass, and I saw him on his ride-on mower. That's really luxurious for Italy, honestly. To have a ride-on mower in a tiny little patch like that is just cracks me up. Totally cracks me up. At least my dad, he has a ride-on mower. He absolutely loves it, but he has 5 acres of land, or 5 acres of land to cut the grass. So, and it's hilly, so I understand him on his ride-on mower. Looks like quite a lot of fun. When you go and stay at his house outside of Sydney, he's literally on it all day. He loves it. Goes up and checks the water tank to see how the water is, and comes down and tells us we've got this much water, and because he collects the rainwater, and he just loves it. I think I do have a bit of ride-on mower envy when I see my dad whizzing around on it. Thinking I might like to have a go of that. Oh, I've got quite a few here. Well, I've still got a few minutes, so I can do those. Let's get some of these glued, and then at a certain point I'm going to stop. Here's some paper. This is good. I'll stop and we'll start decorating. A few more minutes, and then I'll stop and start decorating. Now, it's not meant to be stressful or anything like the 100-day project was a bit more stressful. Not the 100-day project, the 3 and 30. that was a bit more stressful than what this is, because you know, there's not really any rules, except I'm making tags with old, super old book pages, and we're not covering them up. Okay, so I might stop here for a minute. Those ones weren't done, and I might start decorating these, and then if I've got time, I can do another one or two. I don't think I will have time, because I might procrastinate. Over. And also, as they dry, I mean, these are still a bit bendy, but as they dry, they do stiffen up quite a bit. And if you were to find it, I mean, it all depends on how thick your book pages are. You might find when they dry, oh no, you might think, oh, that's a little bit too thick for my journal. So you might decide to just glue them to one book page in the middle, and then put your backing page on. Okay, so it's time to start with my decoration. So I'll start off maybe with some of the vellum, and then if I don't have enough, I'll use something else, because I liked the look of the vellum. Okay. So here goes. Put that out of the way. Don't need that. Let's have a look what I've got here. I also found these curled a little bit, so keeping them in the container sort of made them. See how nice that is? That's just going to go on that one, or is it going to go on this one, which is a bit smaller? I think on that one. So I think I don't want to get stickiness on the front of my vellum, so I'll just get a new piece of paper. We're not lacking for paper here. So I'll write what my prompt is for this week in the description box, obviously, and in the title. And I'll also write down what my hashtag is for Instagram. I think you can hashtag me here. I think if you hashtag and put at Roxy Creations, what's my YouTube channel called? I can't even remember. If you put at Roxy Creations, then I didn't get enough blue there. I'll probably be notified. And we're not lacking for labels either. There will be labels here and there. I need to clean my scissors. That's what I need to do. So I've already published my video. That's going to go there. And then at the top, like that. You could round your corners too, if you want to, down below, these corners. You need to make your vellum stick. It's a bit cheeky. And then I'm going to grab here. I like that I can see the super old book pages I've got in here. If I can open it. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh, come on. I'm on a time limit, silly box. I have all these little ruffles and things. I'll probably use some of those. Oh, that's something old. So I have all these things that can be used. Okay, put that down there. Right, I've made a mess now. And these are just little strips that I stitch up and make into things. So I think I'll put this kind of topper on it, because it just adds that little bit of texture. After a minute or two, your vellum does start to stick down. Okay, close that, stick that on there, and that is number one done with a nice fluffy textural topper on it. And I'll put that aside to dry, and afterwards that will be stitched, but that's not included in the timing there. Okay, so I'll put that, stand that one up there. Okay, next. See, I've made this mess. That'll slow me down. Don't make a mess, because that'll slow you down. So this is a big one. I'd love to, I wonder if I could fit that, another big one. It's a bit wild, I like that on there. Let's just see here. Oh, I like that on there. Now let me just see, because I do have to snip that butterfly a little bit. No, I like that one. I'm going to snip it. I hope you don't get upset, ladies, but I'm going to snip the wings of the butterfly because I like it. Just to make sure I get enough glue on my vellum bit. Now, the reason why I liked the vellum for this particular type of tag was because you can kind of see the book page underneath. That's what I liked about it. But it's not obligatory. Because I know some, you know, I printed these on my HP. The HP will take the tracing paper and the vellum. I don't know about the Epson. I have never tried my Epson with it because I have heard so many people say that the Epson goes crazy and nearly breaks. So I don't know. You guys, if you've tried it, will know. I'm going to snip that off. Snip, 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 snippety snip. That's what it is. Okay, so that's that. I've got to get the vellum to stick down because that's the only thing about it is it resists a little bit. So I love that. I don't think that needs any more, except it's going to have, I don't want to cover that up. Well, that one, what can I do about that one? So I don't really want to cover that Giovanni Boccaccio up. I don't think this one's going to have a tab on it. It's just going to be like that. It's not even going to get a label on it. I just like it like that. So that's that one. Right, next. So I do have bits and pieces of paper. There can be a little bit of collaging going on. Like I have these strips. Might be too big. Put a little strip there. And I see I don't have, I should probably print it out a bit more. I think I'll do that. That's going to be very nice. That's it. I need a new piece of paper already. Don't want to faff about too much. We just need to get it done. And these are from the Graphics Fairy. I don't know if they're from, I think they're from the premium website. And they are just some tone-on-tone botanicals. The card. Definitely need the card with the vellum. It helps it really stick down. It kind of blends in, but that's what I liked. And I might see if I like a tag here. Not a tag, a label. I do like the labels with the botanicals. I don't know why. I just do. I think we all do. Oh, except for you, Sherry. Sorry, Sherry. Oh, what about this? I wonder if this would look nice. No. Let's just trim this one down. Oh, my scissors are really in a state, aren't they? I quite like that, and then at the top I'll have a nice tab, I think. Okay, and then at the top we're going to have a nice tab. What have we got here? That one, or we could have a bit of ruffle. Oh, I like the bit of ruffle that has the blue. It picks up the blue. I like these ruffles. Well, they're kind of pleated, but I like them because they were papers. They were just little strips from when I was cutting down pages for journals. I think I've told you that before. And so they're printed on both sides, and so you don't get the white paper on the opposite side. And so it's quite good. Quite like that. I need to make some more. Nice way to not throw anything out. And then you get a tag there, and it will have some stitching around it. There's the third one. Now this one. I may not have things big enough. I've got a nice big butterfly there. Oh, I quite like that. and it could have a little bit of something behind it. Let's see what I've got floating around here. That. That could be interesting. Put that there. So I'm not saying it's just book page with nothing else. It can have something else on it. But the main thing that you can see is your book page. Put that butterfly on there. I've got to get plenty of glue on it, so it doesn't resist my efforts to glue it down, the cheeky monkey. Whoops. Now we'll be snipping a bit of that butterfly off too. Just call me the snipper today. I'm a snipper. Snip, snip. Where's my card gone? I've lost it. I bet you guys can see it. That's the funny thing, isn't it? We can't see what's in front of us, but you guys can see it. Okay, come on, glue down. Oh, there it is over there. Okay, I need to put some more glue under here. It's just not happening for me. Okay, snip, snipping away. And then I'm going to I quite like that there. I love Tracy's labels for this sort of thing. I really do. You all know that by now because I put them everywhere. Well, at least you know, Wendy puts 2 even on. I've tried 2, but I don't seem to be able to place them in the right spot. There's a trick to it, I think. And then what will we have? I need to make some more of these too. See, that will be a video, another video, making more of these. I might snip that bit off there and put that there. Need this glue. I am faffing about a little bit. That on there. Okay, next is this one. Now this one is quite big. I don't know that I've got anything that was going to go on there. It's all too small. First of all, I could stick this down to give me some coverage. If I'm messing about with this one too much, I might have to. Oh, I quite like that. Okay, and a bit of green maybe. I was going to say I'd do my little ones first because they are easier to do because they're smaller space to cover. But I think I might put the mushroom on there. Oh, those kids are running around up there like elephants. And then I might have, put that there. Let's see. That up there. I need to tear it. Where's my tear ruler? I don't have time to be looking for things. I can't tear that. I'll just stick it on. I'm going to put that up there. Glue my mushroom. Oh, which is the right way? No, that's the right way. I need to print some more on vellum. I really like this. Put that there. Could even have a butterfly. Oh, that's nice. I'll stick a butterfly there as well. So obviously I had these already in a container cut. So that obviously has helped me, which I didn't think about actually when I first started the video, but that has helped me as far as, you know, doing a few more than I might normally get done because they were already cut. I can't be messing about too much. We don't have too much time left. It does take a little minute for the glue to hold the vellum. That there, I like that. And this one can have maybe a piece of this on top. That's that one. Okay, I've got 30 seconds left. Can I do another one? Well, I certainly like this on there. So I think what I'll do is, we'll count how many I did in the 45 minutes, but then I'll finish off these other 3 when the timer goes. We won't just abruptly end the video, but we'll know how many I did. But we will finish them off. Now that one's going to have one of these. There's my timer. Okay, so, okay, stop. Now, these are the finished ones, completely finished. So there's that one, except for the stitching, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished. And then are those bases prepared. So there we go. But anyway, we'll just continue on and finish these 3, just for the sake of getting them done. So that's allowed. And I might put, I think I like the look of this paper. I'll just fold that over the back. Why not? Put that there. And then I wanted one of these. I like these labels for this sort of thing. A red one. I want a red one. This colour. So I will photograph the tags too. Maybe I'll do them in 2 groups. One group will be the ones that I actually finished in the time limit that I gave myself. And the other one will be, see, I love that. It's very simple colours, but it's really effective, I think. And on the top of that one, quite like that. Just a strip of coffee dyed paper that's been zigzagged and pleated. Okay, so that's that one. I'll keep that one separate to the other ones. We've got this one here. Now I did have these as well. I didn't use, oh, that, I mean, that's just gorgeous on there. I think I might put that on there. I was going to pull out the other ones that I had. I put that one up there. I'm going to do similar type to what I did on the last one. in the spirit of using up our bits and pieces. Let me see here. I had some of these. No, they're all a bit big, I think, for these. I was looking at those sayings. Do need to print out some more of these. I just use them all the time. Brown. I mean, it's about a seedling, this one. It's got nothing to do with a butterfly, but anyway, it is what it is. Use what you've got. Okay, and then here I'm going to put something more like that. I think doing this kind of thing just is a good way to go through your repertoire of things. Maybe do some new things as well, but go through your repertoire and repeat them, because I forget. I really do forget what I've made. There's that one. And if I find the vellum is not sticking, I'll have to come back with some more glue. That's that one. We've got two more. Can we do two more? I'm going to tear down this bird with my tear ruler. And this was from one of the kits that I did in the 100-day project. They've actually turned out to be very useful. I was umming and ahhing before with Steffi whether I would do the 100-day project again this year. I don't know. So I don't know what I would do. I'd have to think about it. Because before we know it, it'll be April. And I think it starts normally on April the 7th. So I'll just do this one. I won't do the last one, because I've still got those other ones to do. They're drying now. They're quite stiff, so I mean, they're not too stiff. They're just perfect. That's going to go there. Might put a little bit of green down there. I think I'd like a little bit of green. So pretty much I've been an hour now and I've done 3 more. Just to give you an idea. And that was having everything. I did probably prepare more bases than I needed to prepare for the timing that I had. But that was also having everything already pretty much cut out. I love that you can see the paper underneath. You could do the same thing if you didn't print on vellum. You could also do the same sort of thing on using napkins. Napkins would be a good one too. So we might do them one day with napkins. I might stick that down there. And a little bit of textile on there is always nice. Makes it a little bit bulky, but doesn't matter. So I've got that base there. Did that one get anything on the reverse side? It did. So I've only got little teeny tiny ones left. What's that one? Oh, I like that. And there we go. So that one's done. So there it is. So these are the ones I got within my 40, I did complete in my 45 minutes. 1, 2, oh, 5. I finished 5 of them completely, except for the stitching. So that's those, but I'll wait for them to dry, and then I've done a few more in the extra 15 minutes that I've taken or so. Those ones. So something different to the regular sort of collagey tags that we do. Different idea. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll join me in my little weekly challenge that I'm giving myself. And I will see you again soon. So thank you for watching. Bye. Can't stop you.